Well, hi, everybody. This is your stay at home grandma, and I'm here with my friend Jamaica, and she's going to start a food truck. So I've been her testing person, and I am highly honored. So we've tested nuggets, McNuggets, we've tested
Chicken sandwich.
chicken sandwich, and now I have the food. Let me put it down just a little bit so you can see this for giant sub. You don't need to see me, you need to see that. And she's made her pickles, and they are good. So I can imagine you making the start one time a week here and throwing me out a sandwich. Well, I think that that's a good idea. And the way people are, you know, ordering food and stuff like that. Hey, so this is turkey, ham, and salami,
Mm-hmm.
lettuce and tomatoes and onions.
No onions.
Oh, okay. Liz, did you make this bread? Well, she made the roll. That's good. Got lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, ham, turkey, homemade roll. Homemade roll. I'll answer that later. My son. Homemade roll. Everything. I need to answer that. Let me just. This is my son. Hello. Yeah. Can I call you back in about 5 minutes? All right. Bye bye. He's all right. So I just want to make sure he's all right. Um, and the tomato. Did you grow the tomatoes in your garden? Oh no. Don't you have tomatoes in your garden? No.
Out of season.
Well, I would say that they were because I only grew like a few of them. But then I looked and there's some flowers out there again. I don't know. You know, my tomatoes do something so altogether different.
Yeah.
But this is good. I'm going to eat this and I'm going to wrap it up and put it in there because I ate my breakfast and stuff like that and my lunch. So, but then she made a big long sub. So I go and go half. That's my husband's dinner.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah. This is good. And the thing that I like about this, the bread's fresh. It's cut well, as you can see. And I like homemade anything. You can give me homemade water, I like it.
All right.
Well, I haven't homemade water yet, you know what I mean? But any day now, somebody's going to come up with homemade water. You watch and see.
True.
And these fries are rosemary fries. Now, the thing about the rosemary fries, let me tell you this. It would be easier for you to put it in the grinder and grind it thin, small, so that you can use it like as a seasonal piece, right? And you know how to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You have a grinder?
No, but I have a stone I can smash it.
Okay, you can smash it. You do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
That's what's fun. And you can take out your frustration if you're mad somebody, you go like, yeah. It's a good energy pleaser.
Yes.
And these fries are absolutely good. But you put rosemary seasoning on this one. What did you put the seasoning on the other one?
Parsley.
Parsley. And they taste really good. They're really special. And I don't eat that many fries, so you know. These are good. Those pickles are to die for. And I want that pickle recipe because I'm getting ready to pickle. I got one cucumber. One little bitty cucumber. I mean, the flowers are blooming out there. I mean,
same. Mine was blooming, and then mine started to grow, but like really tiny.
Oh, wow. And it's tiny. It looks like a little curved cucumber. So I know I can make a pickle out of it, but I can't make one pickle. I got to make some more pickles. So it looks like I'm going to have to go shopping. I can't go tomorrow because I'm going to have a yard sale, I think.
Walmart has it for 62 cents each. Walmart.
And how much are they?
62 cents.
Each? I might go to the Spanish market. I'm in heaven. I love these fries. So what you can do is fry the sriracha, which fry the Cajun, grind down the rosemary, and then grind down this tarragon, fry the tarragon fries, and see how that tastes.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe just play around with different
Seasoning.
What do you think? There's nobody there yet, but what do you think? What do you think that she should do for seasoning the fries? Always ask your friends that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're gonna go on YouTube and show what the sale of the day is, ask them. You know what they think too.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, I'm dressed in scrubs because I'm cleaning. I am. I'm going to clean this whole kitchen up today. Hey, Crystal. And hey, over 50, how are you? Happy Friday to both of you. And God bless us for another day. My friend, okay, she is opening up a food truck, my little young friend. I'm friends with her mother, so then I've become friends with the kids, and the kids like me, but they're not kids. She's, what are you, 19? You just turned 19, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to get a food truck, so I'm tasting her food. And what better way? Okay, so we have rosemary fries and a sub. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm happy. You know, I'm in my happy place because, you know, food makes me happy. So I'm doing the fries, and she did these rosemary fries. She did the other one the other day with parsley. So we're just, you know, trying to figure out what she can do for specials, things like that, you know. And when you get the food truck, get them like, you know, when you go into the restaurants and you see these little idea things, maybe not so much restaurants. I think more stores have them than restaurants. So I'm not sure. The restaurants used to have them. But just put an idea thing out and say, what would you like to see me fix? You know, so what do you like better? You know, suggestion boxes and, you know, question and answers and stuff like that so that you know, yeah, whatever. I watch a lot of restaurants on television. That's my happy place. Food, when I'm doing art and reading. But these are good. I'm going to take a bite of the sub again. You can see it. She made the bread. This is homemade sub roll. Right here. Did you bake the turkey or did you buy it? Yeah. Okay. I would not suggest, this is just my thoughts, okay, until much later that you bake the turkey and then cut it all up and everything like that. That is a pain. And even if you get a small turkey or small turkeys and do it, that's a lot of work. No. A ham is much easier than a turkey. But at some point in time, you may decide I want to bake my own turkeys and stuff like that. But I would think that would be more of a brick and mortar place than it would be a truck, because you have no room in the truck to bake it unless you're going to bake it in the house and then bring it out and cut it up, you know. So decide that, because it takes like anywhere from 6 to 14 hours to bake a turkey. You know what I mean? Because, like, all right, if you get a 20-pound turkey, I put the night before Thanksgiving, about 12 o'clock, I put my turkey in on 300. I cook very low and slow, and just let it cook slowly, like it's cooking in a slow cooker, but it's cooking in the oven. So by the time I get up about maybe 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, then I get self-basting turkeys too. Because before that, when my mother was alive, she taught me how to bake a turkey. So we get up, go downstairs, you know, baste it, then get back in it. Either one of us, you know. And sometimes I think that because I was upstairs and she was on the second floor, I was on the third floor, you know, sometimes I think that I would get up and baste it, and she already basted it. So I don't know, but now I get self-basting turkey. So I'm a little lazy with that. But the thing is, you know, you have to baste it so you get a self-basting turkey, and then you let it cook till about 6 o'clock in the morning, okay? Then you have to let it rest for at least an hour and a half before you cut it. So that takes a lot of work. It's already going to be work for you to have that food truck. And the best way, I think, to get disgusted is to try to do too much. Introduce it as you go.
Okay.
Whereas if you get a ham, and then you can get a pre-cooked ham too, by the way, okay, then you can actually slice it, bake it, and then, you got your ham already. But I think the turkey is just a little bit too much. So find a good vendor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking another bite. How you doing over 50? What's up? This is good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, anybody got any suggestions about what you should do? Because suggestions are always good from people.
Mm-hmm.
And these are my consistent people. I'm over 50. We've been friends for forever on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Crystal, we've been friends for about a year, Crystal, I think. I was friends with over 50 since I started YouTube. And I think it's been about 7 years that over 50 and Fabulous and I have been friends. So, and they're consistent people. So we talk to a lot of people with different venues going on. So, that's why I like to always find out. It's quiet there today. That's good though. We need some peace and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me tell you all, you too, what happened to me yesterday morning at 5 o'clock. No, at 4:30 I got up to go to the bathroom. I came back, washed my hands, everything, came back, went to sleep. About 4:45, was it yesterday? Today's Friday. So yeah, it was yesterday because my granddaughter comes to me at 6:30 in the morning. At 4:45, I hear this bang. At least I thought I heard it in my sleep. So I wake up, right? And I go to my window. And I look out, and there are police cars everywhere on the street. I never heard them. They never made a sound. The reason being, they also had Army Humvees, military Humvees out here with military men in full gear.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what that's about because I was a Navy brat, and my husband was in the Army. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? They're taking pictures up the street. So I raised my window, and I said to the policewoman, I said, did you knock on my door? And she said, no. She said, and there was no noise out here. And I said, well, I'm sorry. She said, well, go back in the window, please. I'm like, oh, yes, ma'am. Close the door, close my shutters. And I'm like, so I wake my husband up and I said, there's Humvees out there and stuff like that. He says, get out of here. And I said, there's Humvees and stuff out there. I'm not lying, okay? I thought maybe I was dreaming, but I actually talked to a police officer. He went outside, he came back in, he said, Lord, apparently they said some man was money laundering. So they arrested him because he said that they put the man in handcuffs. I said, Tig, I said, you and I know that can't be true for them to have all those Humvees out there. I don't know the actual things that go on in the military, but I know how they think. And I know that you don't have MPs and Humvees and stuff out there just to go get somebody that was money laundering, unless he was stealing from the federal government. I tried to find because we live in a small town, different things where, it would be written and stuff like that. Nothing found, absolutely, positively nothing written about it. Mm. And just as quietly as they came is as quietly as they left. Mm. And that's why I woke my husband up. I said, because if I tell this to somebody, they ain't going to believe me. But the thing is, we have a rotating, what do you call it? Neighborhood watch. And I emailed one of my friends, and she said, yeah. She said, I'm seeing this. So I wasn't the only one. So, but that was crazy because nothing. Well, every 10 years, something happens. 10 years ago, the plane went down, but it went over the house. But I knew it was struggling. It went down over in the it didn't go in the
ocean?
Yeah, no, not in the ocean, in the park. Mm. Okay, went down in the where you take the ferry over into the park. Mm-hmm. I have delayed reactions sometimes to things because of the stroke, so I can say it, but it doesn't always come out the way it should. But it went into the park and went down in the park. That was 10 years ago. 20 years ago, the FBI, the CIA, the dogs, all kinds of stuff went into the house across the street and arrested 2 guys for I don't know, because I didn't even look it up. I was like, okay, I'm going back in the house. 30 years ago, when I first moved here, see where there's a house across the street from us at the end of the street that was built, and that's now the welding shop
Mm-hmm.
right there. Well, there used to be pretty houses there. They all burnt down. And I'm sitting in the bed, getting ready to go to sleep. I'm ready for bed and everything like that. And I'm reading. And I see all this orange light. And I'm saying, that's strange. And I go and I look out the window. The house is on fire. I go out in my pajamas, no shoes on, and start knocking on doors and everything like that and waking the people up. The fireman said to me, if you hadn't awakened those people, he thinks that they would have burned to death. And I said, I don't think so. But, because I don't want to be. Because he was like, let me. And I'm like, no, just, they're fine. So I let them come in the house and everything like that. Oh no! Come think of it. 10 years ago, too, the house down in the corner burnt down.
Mm.
And two of remember the two? Did you read about the two girls, the three people that got killed there?
Mm.
Well, the house down in the corner. The 10 years is the same time. It just happens like every 10 years.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, that's our 10 years. I hope.
Yeah.
But I was like, because they had machine guns and everything like that, I'm saying, well, please don't let them. Because I really thought for a minute we were having some kind of drill and nobody told me. Hey, Bernie, how are you? I really thought that we were having some kind of a drill or something, and I just didn't read it on YouTube or I didn't read it on Facebook or anything like that, and I just overlooked it. And I'm like, nah, that ain't it. But then my husband said he saw the guy, whatever. So I'm taking another bite of this. We're tasting subs today. My little girlfriend right here is getting ready to open up a food truck. Which this is going to be good. So before we go, let me pull this up just a little bit. Does anybody have any young? Everything comes together. It's funny though because I laugh at it now. It bothered me before, but the doctor said, "Hey, you can talk. Don't worry about it." Does anybody have any suggestions for my young sister? Um, how to start the food truck, what to do, suggestions for food, and we're gonna wish her well and bless her and everything like that because for a young person to go out and do something with their life, okay, is beyond measure. She's gonna be blessed beyond measure. You know that, right? And so if anybody's got anything, I know you got something to say for Over 50 and Fabulous because you say some fabulous things. And Bernie and for Crystal, if you have anything to say, please say it to her because we need to encourage our young people to go out and fight the good fight. You know what I'm saying? If anybody has anything to say it. And I'd offer you all a cup of coffee, but by the time it got to it, would probably be mud. I'm getting ready to go in a minute.
You're good. You're good.
Mm-hmm. You got anything you want to say to them? Okay, wait a minute. Hello? Okay. Okay, just 1 minute. Let me bring off for YouTube. Okay, everybody, I got to go because this is an important call. I love you all. Take care. God bless. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
My hair had up then.